So today I want to talk about cryptographic techniques to ensure confidentiality of data. So before I even begin, let me just give you a few terms.
Confidentiality.
So by confidentiality, we mean that here is a person A and here is a person B, and they are communicating over some channel. Okay, and this channel is under the control of an attacker. So there is some attacker who is controlling this channel. So this attacker can be of two types: passive, which means only a listener, okay, or it could be an active. So could even modify the data on the channel. So fine. So these are the two types of attackers we are talking about: passive attackers and active attackers. And you can think of it as situation like two people A and B want to talk to each other, and they are talking on a telephone, but the telephone is being tapped by somebody external. So what we want to do is, in this setting, you want to send messages from A to B such that nobody else can understand what is going on. Okay, at least this is setting clear. This is what is known as providing confidentiality of the messages. Okay, no doubt on this part.
No,
Okay.
sir.
Now the question is, how do I transmit a message M from party A to party B? So there is a message M which is to be sent from here to here. If I send the message M without any change, then of course everybody in the attack line is listening. So that is not possible. So first thing we realize is that M can't be sent directly. Okay. So this is an obvious thing that we realize, first point. Now the second point is, let's think of some kind of a function called transform. Okay. So I have a function called transform. So I give it an input M and I get an output which is transformed value of M. And this is what we send. So now what is going on this channel is this transformed value, and maybe we can call it some Y. Okay. So this Y is going on this line. However, this person A did something and the person B has to get back. So Y is received and the aim was to get M. So what should happen is that transform should also have an inverse operation. Okay. So by inverse, I can say something like, say, D transform. D transform of M should get back me the message M. Okay, this much is everybody is fine. Now the question. What prevents the attacker from applying this D transform function herself? So you understand that A is sending some message which is not really the message now. You have modified it somehow. And this modified message is going on the wire. When B receives this modified value, his job is to get back the original message M. So he will apply some D transformation algorithm and get back the original message. So why can't this attacker also apply the D transform function on this data which is going on the wire? So you realize, how do you prevent this kind of a basic stuff? One solution is that keep the method de-transform secret only between A and B. So only these two people know, nobody else knows. Okay. And this is what probably all of us did in our childhood. We would have some way of writing or speaking something which only our friends will know. So this was some sort of a coding. So you could encode a message in a different way so that only the intended person knows. Nobody else knows what is this encoding. So the idea here is the methods are kept secret. And this is actually a very useful device, has been done in history many times. And this is not what we want to figure out. So first of all, I will say this is known as security by obscurity. And this is a very important term which you should know. Security by obscurity. It means you are obscuring something so that others do not know it. And that's not the right way. So this is not what we want to do. We do not wish to do it. And what is the reason for this? The reason is that we are working on internet now. Keeping methods secret is very hard. I mean, historically, you can find out Enigma in World War II by the German and PlayStation encryption very recently, only about 10-15 years ago, and so on. So there are so many examples where people tried to keep secrets and they never succeeded. So this is known to be a bad idea. In fact, if you are thinking of communicating to people using your browser, then whatever functionality is there should be implemented in your browser. And that functionality is, once it is in browser, so on now we don't have people, we have browser 1 and we have a browser 2 on the other side. Now the message is getting transformed here. So this is the transformed message and this is going here, and this is the de-transform function which is happening on whatever was received. And both these functionalities are now implemented inside the browser. Functionality is on the browser, which means everybody has the browser. In fact, a lot of browsers have their source code in open. So keeping this method secure is essentially not feasible. Methods can't be kept secret. I mean, at least not for a long time. In future, the method will be revealed somehow. People have tried this and have really failed throughout history. Right, few thousand years ago till today, these methods have never succeeded. So hiding the method is something known as steganography.